We are back. Another week. We getting set up. We gonna about to talk soon. Also, you know what? You know how we do it. Yes, it's a link. We gonna foul in this, you know, what's happening? Random shit. We already live, you know that, right? Yeah, we live in the building. They can see you. I got you, you see what's up there? Like your mic is, dead right. All good. Random. What's the shit? Y'all see them empty right now. We gotta feed our bellies first, man. Cause talking, running your mouth when you hungry just ain't no fun. The shit just be getting bad quick. Let me put you on the double. Let me add you. They can see you. They can see both of us now. Miss Ashley in the building, on time as usual. We may be replacing Shay with her. Shay was supposed to be here at 5:15 today. I'm gonna tell Shay just. I'm gonna tell Shay just to stop playing it.
Just show up.
This week, yeah, because it's like I don't get it. It's like what's the purpose of
Time.
Yeah, what's the purpose of saying the time and you ain't gonna make it? You
We
just
love that.
ain't gonna make it. But welcome to another episode of Vegas Live Podcast. Thanks to everybody that joins us live and everybody that comes in on the replay. We appreciate it. And when you come in here, hit the like button, hit the share button. And when you catch the replay, do the same exact thing. Hit that share button, share it with your family, share it with your friends. We try to get a good conversation over here and have some fun in the process of doing all that. So Ashley, how you been? How's your week been?
It's been good. How's yours?
Busy. All that wind. So you know when the wind is blowing, the pool business is rough.
Yeah, you have a lot more to do.
It keeps you busy, but
It's busy work.
it's rough.
Mhm.
It's rough. I was supposed to do my intro, huh? I didn't even do it, huh? Let me do it. Hold on. Even though it's a little too late, but
No, we're good.
oh, that's the
Okay.
clap. See, why don't I know these damn things by now?
Welcome to Vegas Live, the show where we engage in
I'm doing
healthy
shit
debate
backwards.
on a wide array of topics ranging from entrepreneurship,
It's that type of week, though.
relationships, current events,
Backwards ass week.
true crime,
Yeah.
entertainment, and anything else that may pop up. Each week, we bring you that fire, intense, funny, and engaging discourse. Whether you're single, married, well off, or well enough, you're in the right place. So sit back, kick your feet up, and let's dive into Vegas Live. And now your host, Vegas Skates.
That's what we doing. We about to dive into this. You know what? Different week, same old drama in this place that we call America. So for those of you out there that's viewing and listening to this worldwide, we want to thank you guys
For sure.
for joining us on a weekly basis. We try to stay consistent. We fall short of the shit sometimes. You know, life happens. Reg, how you doing, man?
Good, man. Good. How about y'all?
Man, you know, a lot going on.
Yeah.
A lot going on. Spring break here in Las Vegas, so the kids ain't in school. The teachers and the staff is out. How you feeling? What you been doing on your time off, bro?
I'm acting like I'm in spring break. Shit.
He got a drink this week.
Yeah,
He
I'm
chilling.
I didn't have to drink every day. Yeah.
That's right. You on vacation?
Yeah, just enjoying this little break I got going on. That's all.
His whole stance is different.
Yeah. That's right.
What,
He came in cool,
he
like,
got
"Hey,
some-
how you doing?"
He got some energy. He
Got a whole different swag.
Man, yeah.
He a little bit more swag.
Vacation will tend to do that to you.
Mm-hmm.
We need that.
Yeah, vacation will tend to
See, actually, I'm more
give you
light.
that.
I'm more light skinned this week. You know.
See, hey, or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Your teeth are brighter. You know what I'm saying?
she say your teeth.
You're right.
Say them damn kids is
Man,
moving stuff.
no stress.
You know we gonna get ready. We gonna get a jar.
Uh-huh.
If you late,
Uh-huh.
you say,
Yeah.
say, how come you didn't close the door?
Because nobody's here.
We don't want
Get
Jake
out.
running in and out in the thing.
Oh, I forgot about
Always
Jake.
close the door behind
Sorry.
you. Come on now.
You let my air out.
Yeah, letting it out. It is a little chilly up in this joint.
Is it?
No.
To me,
I was gonna say it's gonna-
to me it is. You feeling good over there, Shay?
I'm straight.
Your stomach, you fed yourself.
Eight.
Okay, right. That's what that look. That's a good thing. Oh, let me see. Samantha Villa. I just got to order. But anyway, Shay, how you been doing? We didn't.
It's just beautiful.
This beautiful.
Yeah, I didn't have to get up early today.
Why not?
There's
Spring
no
break?
school.
Oh, 'cause we were talking about spring break.
Spring
huh?
break.
We just talking
Spring-
about.
I didn't have to take nobody to work this morning.
Spring break.
Oh, so everyone's on vacation this week, huh? What we doing? We should have done something.
right.
That part.
I was working. Shit, I ain't off like y'all.
Oh yeah.
y'all
Oh,
could have
today's
came.
my
Y'all
off
could
day.
I was
have. Y'all
working
could have
too.
came and helped me
Why
You was
would
doing
I
your
want to do
little,
that?
to get me off early. Help me get off early. It's supposed to be a team effort. Like, what the hell we doing?
Oh, we could have filmed you at work.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, y'all could have did
the
that.
day
Could
in the
have
life.
passed something.
Right, a day to life. Yeah.
The day in the life.
Yep. Rough. Rushing
Okay.
home to try to set this shit up. And oops, let me stop cursing.
Yeah, we need to do that.
I'm trying to be
We
a
need to-
Christian.
We need to help your brother.
Who, me? With the cursing?
No, with the day in
Oh,
life.
okay.
Oh,
okay,
I thought it
okay,
was
okay.
cursing.
Did
So,
I say?
so everybody can see what it take for you to come home and do this, so they can see it.
Right.
They be
Shit,
more
right,
appreciative after that.
Right. Most definitely, man. So what's going on around the world, man? We see these Teslas getting set on fire, and the SpaceX, the astronauts are back. What y'all want to touch on that? What do y'all think about these fires? We just recently had some Tesla fires in Vegas. People, so it's been happening all around the country,
Right.
in different spots. So what do y'all? I got a video. Let me play a video real quick if I can find it. Let me cue this up. Hopefully it ain't too damn loud. Here we go.
I have shakers in my mind from a firefighter. I pull up them Teslas. Yeah.
Right. So
Yeah.
what do y'all feel about this? I mean,
So my thing is, they're not. I think I know why. I'm not even gonna say why they did it, but what about somebody in the next car?
It said
or-
resist. It was in the middle of the night. So, but
People come home late. We're in Vegas.
no. It was at the car dealership.
Oh, is that the?
Well, it's not a dealership. It's
It
like
was-
The
it's
repair.
yeah,
The repair
shop.
place.
service center.
Yeah, service center. Yeah.
Right.
So yeah, they just did it
Yeah.
to the service center, and then they had resist, and then they just blew up cars in the middle of the night. So no one was in the cars
Oh, okay. So now, does your insurance cover that?
for sure. But
Does
that's
it?
complicated.
I'm just saying. They'll find a loophole.
I mean, you
somewhere.
have your
not
your
to pay
deduct,
it.
you have your deductible.
If your insurance will
Just-
cover it, the shop insurance will cover it.
Yeah, for sure.
Well, now there's a lot of insurance companies that are probably going to stop carrying Teslas.
Teslas,
for
They're not
sure.
gonna.
For
They're not
sure.
gonna.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
This shit
Wow.
has to stop.
So the thing is, like Elon said, Tesla is just a car. If we make what's some cars?
Electric.
Yeah,
whatever.
we Tesla just make electric cars. But man, they trying to get your attention for the jobs that you
Uh-huh.
taking, thousands of jobs you taking. They trying to get your attention by hitting your pockets.
There you go.
They're not necessarily hitting your pockets by going to that shop, or the dealership. I don't know how that works. How to if when the Tesla at the dealership, are they his cars or they already bought?
They're already bought.
But they trying to get his attention.
Mhm.
But he's like, y'all ain't touching me. Y'all just idiots.
Did y'all
And
see,
he don't care.
He
He's
don't
not-
care 'cause it's not
he's
touching
a-
him.
did y'all see
he's
his
so
response?
wealthy.
But
Not even
His
rich,
response was
wealthy.
hilarious.
Yeah.
don't take it out on the cars.
Yeah.
It has nothing to do with the vehicles. I'm like, that's
And he probably doesn't even drive.
But
a
they got,
Tesla.
but then they got like famous people talking about they're gonna turn their Teslas in and all that. He will lose business if that keep happening. And they just trying to get his attention. But you still gonna get caught. There's too much cameras and everything for you to get away. Whoever did that.
No, I mean they were probably in a dark ski mask and.
But like they say, the cell phone towers. Allegedly back in the day, I knew not to take my phone. Allegedly not to take my cell phone over. Yeah.
They're not about to do all that.
No, they are.
That's what they said.
They
That's
got
what they
everybody.
said.
Oh, they got Lombardi.
Yeah.
They got everybody on this.
Yeah, and they saying if you got any pictures, anything, turn it into that. I forget what the number they said, whatever. Yeah, they trying to find the people.
What's up, Kip? How you doing, bro? Thanks for joining us.
What's up, man?
What's up, man? But I mean, to me, you know what it just reminds me of how people can be led so easily by the media.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? They just basically copycat. I'm just gonna burn some. We mad that we gonna villainize Elon Musk. He's stealing all our information, so now we just gonna copycat and start doing all this crazy stuff. It's just
not copycat G, because them jobs he taking. He done came in and took tens of thousands, not 100,000 of jobs by the decisions he made, because he's not just Tesla, he has other position in the government.
With those.
So with those that took the jobs.
So you think he brought this on himself?
Pretty much, and he trying to act like, well, Tesla just over here. No, it's got to do with this and that. You have two positions.
Well, typically, no one politically could still work in the private sector and in the government. But
say it one more time, Ashley.
Typically, in the past, no one could work in government and still have their interest in the private sector. But it's happening. So
yeah,
it is what it is. Let's talk about those people that he saved on the other day.
Let's talk about it. What did? Hold on.
Segue into that one.
Hold on, real quick. Let me welcome my two panelists so far. We got our regular Malcolm X, Little Big Theo. How you doing?
Theo.
And we got Miss Williams that joined us. Miss Gates was trying to join us, but something is wrong with her connection, so she is not able to join us right now. But how y'all doing? Thank you guys for joining us. How you guys doing?
Good. Wait, is that Sandy?
Yeah.
Hey.
How y'all doing?
Can y'all hear us?
How are you?
All right.
Good.
Top shelf.
Good. How y'all doing?
It's not Malcolm. Your name is medium and extra large.
And real quick before we move on to the SpaceX thing, I want to. Do you guys have a thought or something you want to add about these Tesla fires? What do you guys think?
I think it's stupid. You ain't setting no other cars on fire.
Yeah. Go ahead, brother. You got it.
I said I think it's stupid. You ain't setting no other electric cars on fire. Everybody coming out with electric cars. You ain't just setting them. You ain't setting them on fire.
Right.
But did you hear what I said? Did you hear what I said? Why they doing him?
Oh yeah. I mean, just because, as G said, copycat world. Everybody followers. Nobody leaders.
No, they send the message to him, man. The decisions you make got my grandmama unemployed, got my auntie sitting on the couch. So we gonna burn your product.
But I don't think those are the people that's doing it.
I don't either.
Nah, those ain't the people that's doing it. That's just like they had the kids running through the metal malls, man. That's just young kids with nothing to do. Let's call a spade.
But that's how many states that's been hit the Teslas? Like 3 or 4 states.
A copycat. Reg, remember the riots? What happened? It started in California, then it came here. A copycat world. What changed?
But if you figure, I get it. I get what you're saying about copycat. But if I'm thinking if it's copycat, they're gonna hit just any electric car. But I don't know about that one, man. I think they're trying to send a message to him, though, bro. That's
but we got hit last. Yeah,
but Red, he's a billionaire. What message?
Yes, that part.
He's a trillionaire.
What message is he sending? What message?
What message is you possibly sending?
They're trying to get his attention, man. Hey, the decision that you're making is going to affect his business.
So you affecting us, we're going to affect you.
Yes.
He's got so much money that is nothing to. Those are like
not going to affect.
If it keep going, he gonna keep losing money because ain't nobody gonna have them Teslas on their service lots or on the car lots.
He has so much money, he cannot spend that in a lifetime.
He can't, but Shay, you know them. True that, but you know them. The more they get, the more they want.
But now he's controlling our money in the country, which is different.
And that's crazy. Like you said, he should be in.
No, you can't.
But what if it turns out he's doing the right thing?
Okay. Well, Gary,
he get congratulations.
We're gonna be in y'all bunker together with him.
Do you have a bunker?
No, I'm saying whatever we're gonna be in the bunker. Okay.
Hey, G,
what's happening?
If not, I'll be in
I
Africa.
gotta find the video and I'll sit in the group post. I guess it's an issue when Elon and Trump is talking about it, but I did hear the video when Mr. Obama was talking about the same thing. That didn't get much backlash at all.
Because it was Obama. That's why.
What was he
So you
talking
got
about?
the same scenario, the same cutting jobs. Obama sent back way more people than Trump and Biden put together. They used to call him, they had a cold nickname for him, but because we thought he was a black man and cared for us, that's how it was like, oh, he get a pass. But the white man do it, we got an attitude.
The deporter in chief, that was his nickname.
Yeah.
We're not talking about deportation, we're talking about job losses. Job losses.
He did the same thing.
Did he do it in two? Hold on. Did he do it in 2 months?
No.
And did he do his homework to see who need to go and
yes?
And
that's the only question I do have. Like, did they do their homework?
No.
They are just like slashing.
They did.
Did you see what they sent the boys to El Salvador? The judge delayed it. Trump still sent. I ain't getting political. I'm just saying. Y'all seen it? He wasn't supposed to fly him over there because the judge, put a halt on him. He's still flew.
Yeah, man. The hell with that. We flying them out.
Hey,
we getting them out of here.
Get the stepping.
What's it?
He said, "Get
the stepping."
Man, I thought
from the fifth floor.
I thought I get the opportunity in America, man.
From the fifth floor.
What happened to my opportunity in America, man?
What opportunity, man, you got?
No, the same ones the people that from El Salvador trying to get.
That's what we talking about.
The same one they was trying to get.
They could have
Red. You paid the Social Security and got retirement. They coming over here. You got a Social Security and paid into retirement, enjoying life. What they do, they come over here, they robbing, they killing, they doing whatever they supposed to.
Not all though. That's what I'm saying. Not all, man.
Not all, but hell, we can't go to their country and live.
And only reason I came over,
go to lawfulness, so cut it out.
Only reason I came over because my ancestors paid the price. That's the only reason I'm still here.
But I will agree, though, we can't go over there. They're not gonna let us stay.
Like Theo said, Reggie don't want to go over there, Shay.
There's certain places that we can actually, and we can have dual residency. Absolutely.
But how long? Does the process take?
It's not. I'm doing a whole expat tour next year on different things.
Hey, that dude.
As long as I am, I'm mostly Nigerian, and then I'm European. So it's just different. You have to figure out where you come from.
It might be easier to get out there than in America.
Dual citizenship is very hard. America, you still paying in America that you still paying taxes. They ain't gonna let you go that easy. Bleep what you heard. These are facts.
Mm-hmm.
So Theo, let me ask you on that. If
hold on, pause. This is Theo talking to me?
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
You are an asshole to me normally.
Oh, he nice today.
So let's meet facts where facts are. Can you apologize? Because you done called me the crazy lady from
I think I made that up.
I apologize, Brandy.
See what I mean? So yeah, if we're speaking facts, let's just speak facts. Because I appreciate you and I respect you, brother. How about that?
All right, my sister.
Thank you. All right.
That's what you said. We can get
sound like Corey Holcomb and what you call it to me, Jess Larry.
So now we can speak on the same plane, okay? I'm not gonna be made jokes of, but I'm all about progress. So let's talk.
So Elon has been getting a lot of, like you say, he's getting a lot of pushback for all the jobs he's slashing and whatnot, and that's understandable. People are gonna be pissed off. I get it. Yeah. We got Lex in the building.
Yeah.
Lex, what's going on?
Hey, Lex.
But he slashing jobs. So, but this whole SpaceX thing, we had some astronauts trapped for dinner. How long?
9 months.
9 months.
10 days.
Elon got them back. Does Elon get credit for that or no?
No. Hell no, they trapped.
Hell no, they trapped. He tried to when Biden was in office, and they were like, no.
Can I ask you a question, G? Can I answer that?
Go ahead.
How old you remember that plane went up and died with the
plane?
I mean, the
shuttle.
Yeah.
I was in like the 9th, 10th grade.
Did you ever want to be an astronaut after that?
No.
I never wanted to be an astronaut, period.
I'm saying, so that really says hell no, right? So why you would think, why would somebody want to go up there after that? Hell no, I ain't gonna credit for getting them back with me. You ain't supposed to take your monkey ass up there anyway.
Oh my God.
I don't know what you can do.
You loud?
But look at the people.
Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, look at the people.
No, you good. You can put your mic back.
That were in the little thing for
what
9
thing?
months. That little
The space
shuttle.
shuttle. Yeah,
Captain.
yeah, yeah.
Find
Well,
out who they were.
No, they were having fun. Like,
Yeah,
we
they
talked about that, like,
flipping and we doing.
they had alien masks.
Yeah.
They're like,
You
we're
know,
now Martians.
but-
Like, that's
but-
hilarious.
But that might have been at the beginning when
No,
they
this
first
was
got
like
there.
recently.
When they were saying they were stuck and they were still
Yeah.
like, oh, we still got time and they're gonna come get us later. They still kicking it. Yeah.
Come on,
I'ma
if you
look
were
for it.
up there,
They front,
could
huh?
you be so calm?
No,
like, oh, they
no,
coming to get me.
Never.
And it ain't a guarantee they can come get me or I'll make it
Right.
back. Yeah, no.
Could you imagine just?
No.
But that's the
being
chances you know when you're going
in
up there.
space forever,
And they're back.
Look
forever.
at them Stillers.
Forever and ever.
Go ahead, Theo.
And real quick,
They're
hold
in
on.
Florida.
Okay, hold on.
Hold on, real quick. I want to welcome Alexa to the panel because we did acknowledge
Yes.
her, but I want her. I want to hear her voice and see if she has anything to add on. So far, on what she's heard.
What up,
Hey,
Lex?
Lex.
Hey, thanks for welcoming me. I don't have anything to add. I'm just listening.
Okay, all right. Well, you can feel free to jump in. Sometimes it's a few of us up here, so if you want to just talk over somebody, just hey, we don't. This ain't Zoom. This ain't no Zoom, so you don't have to raise the hand feature.
Right.
So if you
Well, we
Got
could
it.
if they were up there.
nah, they're good. Nah, everybody don't have to cam up. We're not gonna make everybody cam up. She said, you see how Shay trying to put pressure on y'all to cam up.
Because we want to see your beautiful faces. That's all.
Everybody not. They like nope. I'm just gonna stay on this side. We good. Go ahead. You got your hand up. Go
This
ahead.
is the funeral director and me, right? Because I'm just saying, because they just got back home yesterday
Right.
and they have to go to Florida for they don't know how long to
Like
get their muscle tone back.
Decompress. And
Yeah, and all that.
What do you mean muscle tone?
Oh
Like,
yeah,
what?
you've been in space with no weight.
No
Space
gravity.
is-
Oh,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
never
yeah.
thought
So
about
yeah.
that.
that's the thing. So I'm like, just because they came home does not mean they're going to survive.
Yeah, it don't mean like you
So
gonna.
the funeral director in me is like, whoa,
Yeah.
like
So okay, so when they're up there, right?
we're not astronauts.
But no, think about. I'm like, so my mind is like going to the restroom. How does that work?
You're right, because you see
You
how
just let it float out into space.
They have a tube.
but hold on, but you see how the food and stuff be floating. So do
Yeah.
your turd do that too?
No.
Man,
They have like the calibrator things where
Oh,
you
you
sit
put- you
and
put
it
something in-
flushes. Yeah, it's like
Oh.
their beds and stuff. Like you go into a pod.
Oh, okay.
how you
You
doing,
have a-
Fanta? Thank you
have
for
like a
joining us.
bathroom and it, you know.
Hey,
You guys hit that
Fanta.
like button, hit the share button when you come
But
in.
they
We
were supposed to be there for 10 days.
greatly
not 9
appreciate it.
months.
9 months.
So you telling me
Ooh.
space is shitty and
Well,
pissy
obviously-
then, G?
Man, I don't know, man.
So they ain't really an asteroid, it's a turd that's in. If you say just let it go to the
No, but who knows
Can I-
if they're going to survive? That's the
Yeah.
thing.
Can I
They
step
just got
in,
home
please?
yesterday.
Go ahead, Theo.
Wait. I already
Man,
know
ain't
what- I already
nobody
know
been
he
in
was gonna
space.
say.
Hold
Ain't
on. Go
nobody
ahead.
been in space. Man ain't been to the
I knew
moon.
he was gonna
It's
say that.
all fake. It's all CG. And they just purchased some land in Africa to do another fake moon
I
landing.
knew you
They
were
went
gonna
in-
go
they
there.
went in 69, ain't never went back. So man, don't believe that. The
This
world is
podcast
one
ain't gonna never
So,
go.
so wait, but wait,
damn.
Theo. This show.
wait, Theo. But why Africa of all places for them? Why
Listen to
why
this
do you say
show.
Africa?
We'll be more focused, Gary.
No, because it's a certain land over there that they got that they can develop into a space area and all that. It's a one. Hey, it's called the firmament. It's called the Bible, the firmament. Man ain't never been outside this earth. Never. There's no planets and none of that. You look at all your planets' name. I don't want to get the podcast right, but them are false Greek gods. You ain't never all the planets.
So
All
they
of
ain't been to the moon and that plant that
No.
go and
Mars,
no,
Jupiter.
go and get them
No.
didn't happen. I hear you.
No.
I'm just yeah.
No, and don't believe that. Hey, that's just like do we believe in Santa Claus?
No.
It's the same scenario.
But remember, we talked about
Yes.
like who took
don't
that
know,
picture
man.
back
Yeah,
when? Who
yeah.
did take
So it's
that
all
picture?
propaganda. Hey, come on, like
But I thought
Armstrong
about that.
Yeah, who took
on the
the
moon.
picture?
That was in Burbank.
But I thought about that, Shay.
No, that was in Burbank.
They could have had like I sent that rover. They could have had a camera.
No, that was in Burbank. That was a real fact.
They could have
That
had.
was
They had
at
could have had a
Burbank
camera on
Studios.
that
That was a
rover.
real thing.
They could have had a camera on that rover that could take that picture. I thought about that after that fact.
No,
So
that happened in Hollywood.
it didn't have to be
No,
a person. It could have
no.
been like
That happened in Hollywood studio with the flag.
Red,
Camera.
what was you?
That really happened in Hollywood
See,
studio.
Hey, real
she
quick,
said-
real quick. Hold on, real quick, y'all. Let's try to go one at a time because when we talking over each other, it get kind of confusing. Go ahead, Theo.
Reg, when was you born?
68.
68. So the cell phone and the phone wasn't invented then. Do we
No,
all
sir.
agree? Everybody on the podcast.
Yeah.
Okay. Back then in the military, this is my study. Gee, remember back in 19 cosmology, we passed the O. I used to send you. So you have to understand the military didn't have technology back then. So you gonna go to the moon and talk back on a phone to space? Hell, you can't ride up Cheyenne without your phone cutting off.
True that, but let me go back to what you said about the picture. So in '68, they did have the Kodak, so that could have been like you take it and you shake it, Theo. So they shook it and it came through.
I got one question for you.
Go ahead.
One question.
Yeah.
Neil Armstrong stepped off, and they say whatever the eagle has landed, which it talks about the Bible. All the wicked planets worship the eagle. Who set the camera up for him to get off?
That's what I was saying. It could have been like they sent the rover to the moon and all that.
Stop. They ain't have no rover back then. They have no rover back then.
How was it?
They have.
Okay.
I know.
So who set the camera?
They had to send something before they sent man to the moon.
No, they didn't, man.
That thing was done in Burbank at a studio. I know that for a fact.
Hold on.
She knows the facts. I want to know how.
I don't like. How do you know that? Hold on, before you go into the fact, I want to say something what Theo was talking about. See, I understand why they did it back. You know why they would fake the moon landing back then, because they were racing. They were trying to be who they're trying to be, China, Russia. Right. So I understand. Like we fake it. Let's make it seem like we have more technology, like we're more advanced than these other countries. That makes sense to me. You know what I'm saying? But to me today, I don't see the motive. Let's keep lying to these citizens that they're space. What's the motive?
But now Russia said,
I don't care if it's Mars or like.
And this is not a political platform, so we should probably just stop this right now.
I won't say what I have to say, G, because I don't want to get us banned, but it's deeper. It's deeper than that.
But now Russia's saying they've been there too.
We did go far off, didn't we?
Yeah. But hold on, Russia's saying they've been there too to the Mars and all that, to the moon.
Not that we could have a barbecue powwow camp out and have ghost stories.
Well, real quick, I want to ask the panelists. I want to ask Miss Williams or Alexis. Do you guys want to add something to this? Do you believe space is real, or you can just pass? I guess they're both on mute. Both of you guys are on mute. So
yeah, this is something we should pass on anyway.
Actually, I agree with you.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay, we're gonna pass. Okay, let me ask you guys a question. Let's go back to something old. This was kind of old, but I wanted to get y'all take about it. Did you guys see the stewardess, the airline stewardess that got fired for twerking on the plane?
So I had a conversation with my girl about this. Yeah.
Because you was twerking at your job and they gave you a warning, but go ahead, Shay.
So apparently you can't do that. It's in their
code of conduct.
It's in their manual.
Yep.
Let me see if this is the clip. Hold on.
Would you get fired for dancing on an empty plane? Meet Nell Deala, the flight attendant who went viral for twerking before her shift, only to lose. Would you get fired for dancing on an empty plane? Meet Nell Deala, the flight attendant who went viral for twerking before her shift, only to lose her dream job days later. I was celebrating surviving 6 months of hell, she says, but Alaska Airlines called it a...
What do y'all, because she did do a little interview and she was crying and she was like, at first I thought it was a little harsh, I ain't gonna lie.
Okay.
At first.
It's just like at my job. We're not supposed to put out there.
It's a code of conduct.
Yeah, like I can't be in my uniform
posting on social media.
On social
you can't
media.
be at school doing what you do. I can't be doing what I do.
Hold on, I'll be seeing a lot of teachers twerking in the classroom.
Listen, they do.
Alexis, can we talk on that, please? She must be gone. But go ahead.
No, I don't ever see teachers twerking in classrooms. So
how about on TikTok?
On TikTok, they have it. Come on.
They have with the kids though.
You haven't seen any videos, Lex?
But
is it after hours? Like they're off the clock? They're not on their contracted time?
But in the classroom, you feel like that's okay?
I don't have a problem with it. It's not bothering me.
I hear you.
I love like when I would see like teachers like do like this stuff with the kids where like they clapped and like they knew their names and stuff like that. I thought that was really amazing.
Theo, at the job, Theo, before I retired, if you go in there, Theo, it's on the billboard. It says you cannot post on social media with the with that job with the uniform on. You can't post with that
Lance
uniform
do it
on.
all the time.
And I told him.
I didn't want to put Lance.
I ain't gonna tell.
Well, damn,
I told him several times.
The truck be right there. He be doing push-ups and everything.
And the union dude told him, but he still do it. But it's in the contract. And it's posted in the break room. Go ahead, Theo.
Hey, remember that accident right there, Shine and Commerce, and a certain individual, don't put his name out.
Yeah,
they had to fight for his job. The company didn't want to bring him back because that accident was all on the news. And that brother filmed the dead bodies and everything in the Republic uniform.
Was he?
Yeah. Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, he's all in the cars, though.
And he posted that shit?
Yes.
Yeah. And the sad part, G, a few family members wanted to know who he was.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Everybody want clicks and views. I'm gonna do it. Look, I'm a really.
That's
everybody want to go viral. To be televised.
That part, I wouldn't even want to see.
Was it a brother?
Yeah,
of course.
Yes.
Yeah.
But the sad part, G, like the younger generation, nobody wants to work. So I mean, I ain't gonna divert the subject, but when they cutting jobs, hell, don't nobody want to work anyway. But on the flip side, everybody want to be content creators. Get a podcast, talk about this, talk about that, waiting on a check from somebody that they controlled by instead of creating your own.
That's facts.
Now,
you speaking on the truth on today on Theo.
Man.
I don't see
the big high five, Maki Dada.
I don't see the big deal with the flight attendant.
You and me can never part.
Maki Dada.
It might be like say the code of conduct. It might be in her. She's still posting in uniform on the airline,
right?
So it might be. You got to read the job when you get it.
Fine print.
No, I understand that part. I understand that code of conduct, but conduct, I should say. But who did that hurt? Like what did
the airline? Because it's their brand.
Okay, but actually, but hold on now. Because some of them brothers might be like, oh,
it doesn't matter.
I want to fly that one.
I know, I understand that. Thank you.
That's so plain.
That could have.
That's so plain. That's not Alaska Airlines. She worked for Alaska.
No, I understand that. But
there's a whole nother airline. I'm sure she got a job for a private.
Hold on, Ashley.
No, she has a GoFundMe.
Let's say land her plane.
No, all I'm saying is I don't care. Like I could have scrolled through and saw it and don't really care. I wouldn't even notice. Oh, Alaska Airlines. I don't care. Yeah. Now it worked out in favor for, I'm sure some people that were like down here that they done moved up on the list.
She didn't know. She didn't know her camera was on.
Oh, hey, Shay,
she posted it with the twerking, closing the thing.
No. They're talking about somebody else up there.
Yeah, I have a question.
Her camera was on. I was like, that's what you call a camera slip.
Okay.
I have a question for Reg.
I'm sorry.
Okay.
I'm sorry. I didn't hear you, Reg.
Sorry.
I mean, Theo. Sorry.
I have a question for Reg and G. Be realistically. I'm moving weight. I'm moving work. I see she worked for Alaska and that plane going somewhere. I'm going. She twerking. She looking for views and this and that. I can hit her with a couple of dollars. I need this package to get dropped off.
Theo,
where did you?
Right?
Theo,
no.
Theo, let me answer. When I seen that, Theo, I'm like, what airline is that? I want to fly that. I agree with you. Yeah, no doubt.
But Reg, if I need to move some work, because I can give her a couple of dollars on the side. If she's twerking, look, woo, I'm taking it a whole nother level.
Yeah, what else would she do? I agree with you. You're right, brother. You're right.
Yeah.
So guys,
she was just
a private platform,
but a
public platform that we're talking
about. She was trying to boost her
work day.
No, not her work day. Her people, her followers.
Her followers.
Yeah, that's all she was trying to do. She just wanted.
Okay, but you boost your followers for money, Shay. I'm saying if I come hand her 10,000, I need this suitcase to get dropped off to baggage claim.
I'll do it. No.
Not necessarily. Just because she's twerking.
Okay, you saying not necessarily, but she's doing it for posts. You taking it somewhere. So this is what the airline is thinking. Who can contact her? I'm taking on the business level.
Because I mean,
she's a risk. She's a violation.
But she might have been.
It doesn't matter.
She might have wanted to be a model.
It does not matter.
Actress. I'm not. All I'm saying is I don't care. Like you could twerk all day. I don't care. It's
the training you have to go through to become like a flight attendant and all that stuff. And people do that, this world is different with the social media and stuff, but you have to go through training.
Oh, no,
I think you
know,
said
but
actually
that's
you
fine,
have
the
to be
flight
professional at all times.
Yeah.
Whether anybody's on that plane, because like you said, that's the brand.
Yeah.
You still had it at American Airlines or whatever it is on.
Yeah. It was
attendant.
Alaskan.
Well, listen,
Yeah,
I do understand that because I do know for a fact that for the flight attendants, they have to be dressed. They can't just show up in sweatpants to fly.
If you work in a
when
hospital,
when they're off work, they have to be dressed
together.
Yeah.
I understand that. All I'm saying is I have to care less. I grew up to twerk all day.
But if you work in a hospital,
so let me ask you
real
this.
quick. Hold on. I want to welcome Miss Gates to the panel. So if you want to add after Reg's point, if you want to add something to this conversation, please feel free.
So I want to ask you this: she would get more views on the plane than she. I'm at home. She ain't got an outfit on. I'm at home. I'm gonna get on this plane twerking. She gonna get less views at home than she would get on that plane.
That's my point. Yes, thank you. That's what.
So she had to get on that plane to get more views.
We all family.
Yeah.
We all.
What's up, Miss Gates? How you doing?
Hello.
I'm sorry.
How you doing?
Enjoying Canada.
I heard that. I heard.
Wait, hold on.
Bring me some weed back.
No.
All right, A.
Wait, hold on. Sis, is it really cold?
It's cold, but me and Miracle dressed warm. We weren't. It was just like when we was in Germany or DC.
Oh.
Why can't y'all go someplace when it's warm so I can go with y'all? So I can. And I told G earlier. I said, "What Pisces is she? She'll go what water? Because
I'm trying to get on G-Quez Gates level.
I get it, but it's cold.
Like I said, it's cold in Germany. I'm trying to get on his level.
Go in the summer so I can go with y'all.
Now I got to keep up with my son.
Y'all stay in the Drake house? Yeah, Drake house, one.
They got on every corner you could get a shot. We went into a pizza place, me and Miracle. If I had somebody else with me, I'd be getting shots all the time. $3.50 to $4.
Oh, wow.
And she might start twerking.
Don't nobody know me out here.
That's
Okay, we gonna plan another trip.
What time is it out there, Luana? What time is it out there?
Same time as it is out there.
Yeah,
we in Vancouver, Canada.
So what do you think about did you hear about the story of the lady getting fired, the flight attendant getting fired for twerking on the plane, an empty plane?
In uniform.
So what do you think about that? Do you think that the company made the right decision, or they went were they a little too harsh?
No, because like they said, the hardest airline to get with is Delta. And you gotta sign a contract, go through all the training and everything. So obviously she didn't read it or whatever. She had on the uniform and she was on their plane. Do that on your time.
Yeah. That's the harsh reality of it.
So there you have it. What's up, Miracle? How you doing, little fatty?
Oh, what's up, Dad?
What's cracking?
What's up, man? You sound Miracle sounded real clear. What's up, Dad?
Hey, me.
You having a good time, Miracle? Miracle, you having a good time?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
So okay, if Lex, you want to add anything to that?
I just wanted to make sure you're monitoring the chat because Fonta had said something a while ago
about the hospital.
Yeah.
Wait.
Yeah.
I've seen that.
Yep.
But that might be in their contract. They can.
Yeah, I brought up the hospitals earlier.
I don't know if it's in the contract. But I mean, I didn't see. I think the only thing that she did wrong was probably like upside down closing the bins. Like
I don't think that was her.
It wasn't her.
I don't think that was her. I think that was like they edited. They did something edited. I'm like, who can do that? Who can really do that anyway? Like a gymnast. But go ahead. I'm sorry. Let's go ahead.
To me, it didn't seem that bad. Like I get what you're saying. Like your own company's time. Yeah. I don't know. I just didn't really see anything wrong with it. It seemed harmless.
So Lex, you say just give her a verbal or written warning instead of firing.
I think
right?
that should have been the first step, and just like making sure she's aware of the rules. Yeah. And then if it would have continued, of course, like she's got to go. But
so from my understanding, I guess there was a GoFundMe. I don't know if she put it up or somebody.
She did it for herself.
So would y'all give to her GoFundMe?
No. For what? Because she got fired. And here's why I agree with the company, because even though we said, I didn't see no big deal with it, and see that's the problem, because when you give them an inch, where they say they take a yard, they are mild. They I can get away with this. Then they look. Trust me, I was letting some of my employees. I let them get away with this. Now he taking a truck. He going to the dog, taking care of his dog, and I'm like, dude, what? This is the work truck.
Putting miles on your work truck.
So when you let them, you think, oh, ain't no harm. Let them drive home to use the bathroom. Now they like, oh, I can go to the doctor. I can go do this. So it's like, no, you have to set the precedent. Early low. No, this is all limits because first it's gonna be twerking. Boundaries. Now what it's gonna be?
Well, not only that, if they get in an accident doing work hours,
right,
going where they're not supposed to be.
Like you got right there, like Courtney said, what job can you go live at?
Right.
Name me one. Name me one. What job can you go live? Yeah. Oh shit, I'm getting this 9 to 5 in.
This job right here. This job right here.
Yeah, you can't go live at work.
Right.
Right, I guess.
This kind of goes back to like last week, and this is all off the cuff because we all talked amongst ourselves about Dawn with her ex giving her a job.
I saw his video. I saw his video.
We did. We shared that amongst each other. We did that.
Oh, y'all shared it amongst each other.
No, you're in the same thread. What are you talking about?
No.
All the texts y'all be sending, y'all think I'll be looking at? Y'all need to send this shit to her email.
I did watch his response.
And he gave her a job, and we know if she accepted. Nope. But see, it goes back to that same situation.
Yeah.
Okay.
He done gave her a whole salary.
I guess.
Yeah, and it wasn't even like everybody thinking it was like he offered her a manual job. He offered her like a
boss job.
Yes.
Exactly.
Yeah. Maybe I need to hit him up.
Then we start E40 did too.
Shut up.
E40 say, Don, hit me up. Yeah.
So that's why y'all are to stay in tuned every week because we're talking about from last week. So if you were tapped in last week, we're talking about Dawn Robertson.
Robertson.
Right. Yeah, that's a story from last week.
Yeah.
But I want
a solution.
Look, I want to go to something. I know Theo gonna eat this up. I sent y'all that text about the black family.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I want to jump in that too real quick because we did there. I want to jump in. I want to play this video. I want to I want to know like what are the solutions? Like what? I mean, let's watch the video first. It's about 3 minutes, so let's watch this.
There's a talk I give on the 5 biggest challenges black people have for the next 100 years. The number one challenge is the existential crisis of the black family. The existential crisis of the black family. Marriage in our culture is down to 34%. When we were growing up, it was 85%. It's now down to 34%. 71% of our sisters are not married, 29% will never get married, 63% of our brothers are not married, 30% of them will never get married. There is no culture in the history of humankind that has risen to maximize their full human potential without family at the center of their culture. This only exists. This is an interesting but negative statistic. This phenomenon of the existential crisis of our family only exists among African American black people. It does not exist on the continent or anywhere else in the diaspora. So there must be something in the water. We must fix this. It is a lot easier said than done because it is impacting our wealth. Quick statistics. For 350 years, household median income was dominated by white people. They were number one in this country. They no longer are number one. They're number 3. And there's a reason for it. So who has the highest household median wealth in America? It's East Indians. $104,000 a year. What's the marriage rate in the East Indian culture? 94%. 2 are working. Who's number 2? Chinese Asians. Household median income $110,000 a year. Marriage rate close to 70%. Number 3 are white people. Household median income $88,000 a year. What's the marriage rate? Almost 50%. Down significantly. Number 4 are Hispanics. Household median income $61,000 a year. Marriage rate close to 70%. We are at the bottom. Household median income $55,000 a year. Marriage rate 34%. And projected based on facts and statistics that if we do not fix this, because white folks ain't fixing this, our marriage rate will be in the low teens in the next 20 years. This is an enormous challenge. That's a whole talk by itself on how do we fix it. It can be fixed, but we have to, first of all, understand that this is a problem. No one's talking about this problem. This is a huge problem. It's the number one problem in our culture. So we must fix it.
Oh.
So I want to start with Theo. Because now you want to go last. Okay, you go last. I wish I had Slick. Hold on, real quick. Hold on, real quick. Because I wish I had Slick. I know Slick. He always goes back to the point where, when the government, removed the man from the house. You know what I mean? Some of the things that they put in place. So it's like, when did we go wrong? Like, how did we? Because our families were together like back in the day, and we can't, like he said, we can't ignore this. I mean, we see it happening right in front of our face, but we staying silent. Go ahead, Ashley.
So, Slick is my heart. Like, that's my guy. You know what I'm saying? And the whole thing is that I talk to like my aunties and different people about this. We don't do the census.
Oh, we here.
So that's the biggest part about statistics, is that we don't really, like with the NAACP, the Black Panther, like everyone was about like voting or whatever else. We don't take presidents with the census. That's important. They're dealing with off numbers.
But what do you mean? So you blaming the numbers? Really?
No,
so you don't think the numbers are correct?
Absolutely never.
Oh, come on, man. We can see it.
It doesn't matter. We are not part of the census. And as a civic leader myself, I was never a perpetuate of doing that. I would get people to vote.
So you said our families are still together at the same rate they were back in the 60s and the 50s.
Not saying that, but it's not as bad as
okay, well, tell us what you think it really is. What's the true number?
I think we're 50-50.
What?
What
do you mean 50-50?
So Ashley, it depends on where they're getting the numbers from. If they're getting the numbers, if they go to the Marriage License Bureau and get the numbers, that'd be. But I agree with you, because we're not doing the census.
Census. That don't even. The census has anything to do with that.
We don't do the census because we don't want people to know how many people are in our house.
Exactly.
In our business. But like I said, if they go to the Marriage Bureau and get the marriage license, that'd be accurate. But I'm with you. I don't think it's accurate, but I think it's close.
You don't think it's accurate?
No.
The proof is in the pudding.
I said it's close. I said it's close. But now I say it's close. Because like if you go into the Marriage License Bureau, you got to be married. You got to have a license to get married.
So why are we at the bottom?
Oh, we at the bottom because
we don't report.
like me. You talk about social media
because we don't report census.
No.
We don't report shit.
We're at the bottom because it's the back family is broken. Like Theo say, grandmama not here, parents ain't at home doing for the kids. So social media is raising your kids.
Yeah.
So and then a little boy don't see a mom and daddy together, he don't know about no marriage, because his mom ain't married, his daddy ain't married. Right. He ain't trying to get married. You don't got the Huxtables or the Cosbys no more as a family on TV.
Man, to me, it's clear. I don't even have to go look at no numbers. I can just look at the proof. Yeah. I can just look at the Black community and see the decline. Like, okay, it got to be something to this, because the proof that there are so many numbers out there that says in 2-parent homes, and I'm pretty sure Lex and Lawana can maybe be able to speak on this because they see it all the time.
Yeah.
As far as these kids that come from 2-family homes, they perform better than single parent. It's just there. You know what I'm saying? Because society, the impact of society is so strong. You know what I mean? So, I mean, to me, I see it so clearly. Lawana or Lex, you want to add something?
I just didn't like the depiction of Black men ain't shit. Like, that's not true. You have a lot of Black men who love their kids,
for sure,
who are in the foundation of their family. They might not be with the baby's mom, but they're great fathers. You know what I'm saying?
Pull that mic up to you, Ashley, please.
Oh, sorry. I said that you have a depiction of Black men who don't care, and I know a lot of Black men who love their kids and who are great fathers.
Right.
So at the end of the day, that's still something that is not represented in a number. But it's a real thing.
No, I get that. No, I understand that. Yeah, there are men out there that definitely care. But right now we're talking about, and welcome, Slick. I'm gonna let you spit off in a minute. I'm gonna see if Alexis and Lawana want to add to it. But I get it. We're talking about the decline of the Black family,
but
specifically
in numbers, we were speaking like through statistics.
So you don't believe these numbers?
No.
Okay.
Well, I think also
go ahead, Lex.
I think also the way it was posed in the video was like it's tied directly to generational wealth, right?
Yeah, because
is that what you guys got from it as well?
To me, that was just one part of it. That was just one part of it. But go ahead, Lex.
I just feel like I grew up where like all my cousins and family members, they were married. So I don't know if I see that decline like everybody else is saying, but I also feel like I don't know, just because you're married, that means you're going to have generational wealth. And I also think divorce is high. So like if divorce is high and that's up, are we not considering the Black families that were before when they were married? I don't know. I think divorce rates are high, which doesn't also factor in all the non-married people who were married and maybe have a very tainted view towards marriage now. I don't know. But
he rubbing his hands. He ready.
Miss LaWanda, you want to add anything to that?
Theo has to go last.
And not necessarily two-parent. I don't know if they're married or not, but we got two-parent households and the kids still aren't performing. Like Reg said, TikTok, YouTube raising the kids. And two parents is in the house, but they're not as involved as I was with my kids.
What about me? Don't leave me out.
you was at what you call it with me? What's the Warp Street?
Exactly. Say
it, Reg. Wow.
Oh damn! I'm about to end this live. Hey, it was nice. Hold on. It was nice. So let me put it on. It was nice. We'll see y'all next week. Vegas Live Podcast. We out.
My bad, man.
So Wanda was making sure the homework was done.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Say, gee, we bought food home, though, didn't we? Brought the cards home.
Exactly.
Bring Slickin'.
Slick, go ahead. First of all, welcome, Slick. Thank you for joining us again, man.
Hey.
And for those of you guys that are in here, man, hit that like button, hit the share button, whether you're on Facebook or YouTube, man. It definitely helps us out. Appreciate it. Slick, what you got for us, man? I know you got something for this. I'm already knowing.
Before I begin, can you guys hear me okay?
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
Loud and clear.
Yes,
Welcome, Slick.
Okay.
How you doing, brother?
Right on. How you doing?
Good.
Yeah, I'm not going to go too deep because I know my man Theo is about to unleash the Titan.
Do your thing, brother.
Yeah, no, it all comes down to culture. And that's all it is. And with culture is a lifestyle, right? And when you listen to the music, right? And I know, I hate to sound like that old dude, but I'm that old dude now. Right? The music has a lot to do with it. What we consume, right? And you cannot, and I know I'm gonna piss a lot of people off with this. You cannot be a healthy-minded person, spiritually, mentally, and otherwise, and enjoy listening to a lot of what we call popular Black music today. Okay, now that's on both. That's from the men and the women artists.
That's true.
Right? Now, when you're at the club, that's one thing. You know what I'm saying? But it's like the same way we honor food. If you eat food that's fortified with vitamins and whatnot, it's going to digest your body and fortify you with the nutrients you need to survive. It's the same thing. What we watch, what we listen to, digests in our minds and becomes part of our personality, becomes part of our reality. And we're like the only group that will enjoy music that celebrates our degradation. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just going to leave it there. I'm going to hand the baton to Theo. And yeah, that's all I got to say on it. I believe it's culture. It's a culture that a lot of us are choosing. A lot of people are aspiring to be baby daddies or baby mamas, right? Because that's part of the culture. That's part of the music. It's part of the culture. You got a bunch of kids that have grown up in homes without a father, so therefore they don't know what a father looks like. So you got boys who don't know how to be one. You got girls who don't know how to choose one. And so it's this perpetual cycle that we have normalized to the point where it's a meme. You know what I'm saying? Like it's a joke to a lot of people. You know what I'm saying? So that's all I got to say on that.
You're a wise man.
Theo?
Reg, you gotta go.
I gotta go, buddy.
Yeah.
You putting me out?
You and Shay gotta go. Y'all gotta speak.
Wait, what happened?
What we do?
No, y'all have to speak. I want to go last. Y'all.
Oh no,
speak.
we went, bro. We went, bro. We did go.
Okay.
Well, I know.
Can I ask a question real quick
Go
to
ahead.
Slick?
Yeah.
So I know, just because we're family, you've been married before and you also have kids, and I do believe culture.
Negative.
He wasn't never
Let's
married.
go back.
He was never married.
Never been married.
How y'all just gonna put my shit out there? Like
Well,
that?
I just want to know, culture. I think culture starts at home. I think it starts at home. So, are you raising your children to believe in marriage? Are you promoting that amongst your kids?
Oh yeah,
Are
absolutely.
you speaking that into their lives about like going out and being a husband and finding a husband?
Yeah.
Are you doing all of that?
Absolutely. Yeah, I encourage it. But then at the same time, like I said, all I can do is shield my children from the sins of my father, right? And from the mistakes I see my parents make, right? And encourage them to be better even than me, and so all my children are by the same woman, by the way. Okay. And yeah, we did not get married, but she passed away. And so with my son, I really encourage him to choose wisely, right? My daughters, they're kind of on that feminist stuff. They're listening to a lot of this TikTok shit that these young girls are listening to. And so a lot of what I say to them might fall on deaf ears, but I have faith that the majority of my kids.
You stop moving around.
He cooking again.
Well, I was just gonna say, then how come you didn't get married?
Look, making pancakes
again.
again.
You want to know the truth?
Oh, you're back.
Let's not.
Like why didn't you
off,
get
but go
married
ahead.
if we believe in the importance of it?
Well, remember, I'm 50 now. When I had kids, I was in my 20s. Right? And I was one of them cats who always thought he was going to be rich. So I was avoiding marriage. And so, and then after that, after I had my children, I was like, okay, it didn't work out with their mother. I said, I'm done. I'm done with the family, trying to do the family thing. I'm just going to raise the kids I have the best I can. And then, I'm not going to try again. So I wasn't always mature, is what I'm saying.
Got it.
Not everybody was always mature.
Right. Hey, look, man. Theo, go ahead. Jump in, bro. Jump in, man.
First off, Slick, in your documentary, the lady Joni Pope, aka Sweet Pea, she passed away.
She passed away last night. Yeah, I was gonna tell y'all. I was trying to get on early to let y'all know, but yeah, she did pass away. And very sad.
Yeah. All right, Ashley, get on deck. When you talk about the numbers, you're correct, but you got to understand something. The numbers are deflated because of taxes. A lot of the women carry the kids, but the men really take care of the kids. The men don't put women on child support, but the woman will go out there and file the taxes and claim the kids. So that's how they get their census number.
Okay.
You understand? Ashley, are you married?
I have no kids and I'm not married, no.
Okay. All right. Well, here's one of the things. Early marriage, like myself, Reg, G, we got away from that. Big Mama was married at 16, 17. We got away from that. We want to get our careers together, then build our life. But now you got a tail behind you behind debt. You don't been in this relationship and that relationship. So now you're like, if I do get married, it's late on in life. So we're not teaching our kids nothing. And we, as a Black race, we're teaching our kids how to cheat, commit adultery. When you 15, 16, bring a woman home, that ain't for you. Go pick another mate. So we're teaching them how to be adulteresses, fornicators. We're teaching that to our kids. We slid on that. And guess what? We make more excuses than anything. We'll go fight a female in the streets. We'll go fight a man in the streets, but we won't fight for our home. And that's what destroyed us. My daddy not me, but like my father was in the house. And one of the coldest things my mother told me, my father was with my mama for years, never married her. But my mama told me, you married your baby mama. That touched me. But what my dad being in the house taught me, how to work on a car, how to cut grass, how to use a screwdriver, use a drill. That's what a man teaches his kids. You look at a lot of these little young boys in the streets, they know how to use a pistol from the video game to shoot another black man.
Yep.
You understand what I'm saying? So we're destroyed because we don't take our children to church. We got our own ideologies, but we don't take them. And like I tell anybody, you got a young man, a young boy, young man, fresh out of school, man, send him into I'm not a fan of the military. Send him in there for 2 years. Put some discipline in his life. Because all he's doing is laying up on your couch, eating your food, doing anything, and he might learn something, you know. So that's what we
look at today.
God, hey, Keeper, how you doing, Keeper?
God is good. Me and Theo came to an agreement.
Well, right now, because he not what y'all call him, the warrior. The warrior not out right now. The warrior's not out right now.
Allegedly.
But to me, what the man was saying is like because there's obviously a problem, right? And like Slick said, I mean, it's like a combination of a bunch of shit. And here's a question I'm gonna have. Here's a question I want to ask you guys. What was more detrimental to the black community? What was more damaging? Drugs, the crack epidemic, or gang banging?
Lyndon B. Johnson.
No,
welfare.
We just go. No. Hold on.
Drugs.
Hold on. We're gonna go with just them two. I understand we want to ask about the welfare and all that. Was it the drugs or the gangbanging? Because drugs. I'm gonna be honest now, I think it's the gangbanging because I still see effects of the gangbanging. But it's dads that pass gangbanging down. Go ahead.
But drugs, your parents is on crack, didn't raise their kids, crackhead mama or just whatever. I think it's the crack. Drugs,
the crack,
the drugs, all that.
You think it was drugs?
I think it was drugs.
I agree with Shay.
It was gangbanging before drugs.
I agree with Shay.
But it's always been gangs, even way back.
Folks, Vice Lord, Chicago, New York. Yeah.
It was the drugs the drugs.
That
very detrimental.
I agree with that too.
Like you said, G,
I'm
a gangbanger. Hold on, one second. I'm a gangbanger, G. So I'm gonna keep my son. I'm still gonna raise him, but I'm gonna raise him in that gangbanger mentality. I'm still in his life, but I'm showing him the wrong thing. So now when I'm on them drugs, I'm nowhere to be found. I'm trying to get that next high. So my son, he's trying to find his way. He don't know how to be a daddy of when he had kids or just from what he sees. So I think it's the drugs on my end.
So Reg, when you talk about gangbanging, you know, and G know, man, me personally, myself, I know a whole bunch of brothers with kids who gangbanging. They're opposite sets of their daddy just because they hate their daddy.
No doubt. Exactly.
Okay, I get that, but you don't think drugs destroy families, like really destroy the family?
Well, G told me to pause, but you got to go back to welfare. Welfare kicked the man out. So now when the drugs come along, a young boy sees somebody down the street hustling. What he gonna do? He gonna get the idea to pick up the drugs and start hustling. And now he got to gangbang to or hustle in his neighborhood, wherever set I'm from. This is where I'm gonna claim the hustle. So they all tied into each other.
Okay.
But once the man had to take care of his home without the drugs or the gangbanging, the man stood still and took care of his home. Me, I'm not no gangbanger because my daddy didn't play that, didn't allow that.
Okay, so like Courtney said, drugs. He said there's always been drugs. There has always been drugs, but along came crack in the 80s was a more addictive drug that did something.
And heroin.
But I
heroin
think,
was before.
But heroin was before. You had like people in the military and all that. But I feel like crack, it was just a whole different drug. It's a whole
in the 80s. Yeah, for
sure. Actually, understand, black folks scared a needle. So heroin was in the 70s. I'm one of the ones. So now when the crack came along, you got to understand who dropped it. We know who dropped the crack, but where did they start at? You started up in Oakland with the Black Panthers, who taught us the gun rights, who taught us everything. But one thing about us, we like to party. So if I drop this and introduce this to y'all, now you're going to separate from your home.
But I think it was more of the money. It's so addictive, and when they saw how much money that was coming off of from crack, you know what I mean? It was about the money. That's so therefore they destroy their own community, their own people in their community for that $20, that 20 that was coming
Fast
multiple times a day.
Yeah. And
multiple.
And real quick, somebody had tried to jump in live one. That's why I put that banner up, because if you want to come back, jump back on. But I gotta authenticate. Oh, that's what that was. Okay, come back up, Amber. Come back up. I was trying to bring you up. 1-5. I'm sorry. Come back up. 1-5. I want to bring you back up. I just didn't know who you were. You know, you be getting porn bummed on here, so I'm like, I don't know who that is. But come back up, please. Hit the thing. And I guess just a little bit of both. Me, I just lean towards the gang banging part because I see it being passed down. These young kids are being influenced, like Slick was talking about earlier. The music, it's all in the music now. Now you got the Chicago drill scene and all, like the boy that just got killed at the car wash in Fort Worth. This gang violence is real.
But I don't
hold on, real quick, hold on. And see, right now, I don't see crack cocaine killing the community. I see gang bangers and it's gang violence.
Hold on.
I just said I don't see it. You saying time out?
Wait, hold on,
Go
Theo.
ahead,
Hold
go
on, real quick, Theo. Okay, I'm gonna say I'm not gonna put it on gangs. It's just man picking up a gun because that's just the easiest thing to do, to act like you're hard and shoot, and you want to make a name for yourself, or you just don't care. I don't think it's about gang. It's just them being straight out stupid. Does that make sense?
Yeah. To me, it do.
Because not everybody is in a gang that's killing people.
Right.
They're just out there killing folks because
how you know
they
that?
got their gun.
How you know that?
We're just assuming they're
because
the media.
I just did a video on
the media led you to believe that every black man pulls up a gun, they're in a gang.
Ain't no media.
I guarantee you, if Reg now had a gun and did something stupid,
a lot of these youngsters are claiming something.
They gonna say he's from the gang.
Real quick. I want to go to the panel. I want to go to Alexis or Lawana to ask, like, what do you guys think? I want to hear y'all take.
Reg, you know it's a lot of gangs at your school, my school. They recruiting.
Yes, ma'am.
Gangs deep too. They are deep. It's gangs I ain't never heard of. So gangs are still around.
Out there now.
You have no idea. It's a list.
Oh, what?
The police will come and tell us at the beginning of the school year.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a. I mean, I think it's a bigger thing. I'm pretty sure it's a little bit of both.
Okay, you right. Okay, you're right. It's a little bit of both, but I believe a lot of that crackhead mamas and daddies had a lot to do with these kids.
Correct. No, and Keeper, I do understand that. I know it still has an effect today. I understand that.
So, they're not crackheads no more. They on stronger weed now. No, for real. No, the mama's on stronger weed now.
Oh, you're right.
You see or on pills.
That too, but they come to school. They on stronger weed. How you come to get your child? Hold on, Theo. Your child got kicked out of school for having a vape, but you come to school smelling like weed.
Okay, Theo, go ahead.
Now I want to spoke back to G when he talked about crack. Man, it's still. I used to dump the trash on the west side. It's still a lot of crackheads over there, but do understand the fentanyl. The Chinese were still upset about whatever he talked about the Vietnam. So now they put the fentanyl over here. And like I just had the discussion today, you can stick that into anything. And now that's why you see more people dying behind the fentanyl.
Yeah.
It's the new crack. They just changed the name.
Yeah.
That's it's in pills, it's in drugs. Yes.
Yeah.
Man, I'm trying to tell y'all.
I appreciate it. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Slick. I think that was Slick.
I'm trying to tell y'all, it's the music. The music.
It's the
music. Look.
Because I don't want to get us banned, but you're correct.
When we were kids, right? Like, okay, I lived all over Las Vegas, but for a time we lived in Naked City, Tam Drive, right? That was the market. Everybody was getting money selling rocks. Okay. But my friends who lived on the other side of town, the east side, which was nice at that time, they didn't know nothing about no crack until NWA told them about it. And until all the rest of these rappers came. And it could be argued that it was gangster rap was new, street reality rap was new at that time. And it was, but now these rappers are just regurgitating and celebrating the same thing. All them gangs you guys talking about or cliques, They all got rappers, all of them. They all got rappers, and they diss each other and make fun of each other's ops as they die. You know what I'm saying? It's the music, man. Listen, Lex, or any of y'all that work at the school district, I guarantee I can go in your classroom and I can determine who your lowest performing students are, but based on their favorite music. Guaranteed. Guaranteed.
So you basically saying all these cats got a public spokesperson, and that's that rapper.
Yeah.
It's like
rapper.
It's all drill. It's all about that. I mean, and to me, it's getting worse because now they taking it from off wax to the streets. Now it's like, no, we are putting in the work. Go ahead, Theo.
To chime in what Slick said, I sent you this video about a year ago. The public school system builds the schools based on a 3rd grade reading education to open up prisons.
Yep.
Is that facts or that's just you just?
No, that's fact. It's called pipeline from school to prison.
I've heard that. I've heard that before. I've heard that theory or that quote or whatever you want to call it.
But because you ain't never been in the joint,
pipeline.
We don't understand that. Correct?
I've never been where?
I say we ain't been in the joint, so we just look at it here.
Bro, I did 15.
Huh?
I did 15.
Man, cut that out, man.
Theo, you mean 15 minutes? He went on that visit.
Right. and then secondly, let me say this: when Gates was, what Emmett was talking about, I'm gonna say one lyric so y'all can bleep this out. But this lyric here affected all the West Coast. Life ain't nothing but bitches and money.
Facts.
Okay, you know what? Hold on. I wanna touch on what Nut just said. So Slick, why doesn't this same music, because they buy it, they listen to it, they go to the concert,
bumping it?
How come it's not affecting them as much as you believe it's affecting the black community, black kids?
Because it's a fairy tale.
Hold on, Theo. I wanna hear this.
Okay, so let me explain that. Okay, yeah. Remember they had the satanic panic where the white kids was listening to all that satanic shit. Here's the difference.
Osborne.
Here's the difference. Hip hop is the only genre of music that has a realness requirement, right? If you talk about it, you have to be living it. The white kids know that Kiss ain't really vampires, and that ain't real blood coming out their mouth, and that ain't, they're not a real bat out of hell. In our culture, you got to really be about that life, right? How many times you heard somebody bragging about some rapper? Yeah, how many people have bragged about a rapper who actually has bodies? Like, he really got bodies though,
right?
As if it's something honorable. So that's the difference, right? And it's like when we go to the movies, they always try to compare it to movies too. But what about Arnold Schwarzenegger and all this violence? Here's the difference. Okay, let's use Denzel. When a child saw Denzel in Training Day, they was like, "Wow, that's a gangster cat." However, when they saw Denzel in an interview, he was Denzel. When they saw him accepting his award, he was Denzel. They could clearly see the difference between the performer and the person. When these rappers accept their award, they're still in character.
We're gonna get that too, Theo.
Right?
Go ahead, Slick. Go ahead, Slick. You good.
Yeah, I'm just saying, it's like we know. Somebody, Courtney says that most rappers didn't live it. We know that, but these kids don't.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? A lot of those kids are gonna die or go to prison trying to live up to the standard to keep it real, so that when they have their rap career, they'll be able to say, "Yeah, I really lived that. I really did it." And so, yeah. I think that's our biggest challenge.
Hey, Slick, I'm gonna tell you some real Slick. I'm gonna tell you this, Slick. I'm at the school, Slick. This is some real SHIT.
Yeah,
so me and the other harmonic, we stand by the bathroom. So, oh boy, he walk up, he shooting lyrics, whoop to whoop, right? So I just stood there, let him go.
The hall monitor?
No, me and the other hall monitor standing there.
Okay.
So the boy walked by, he shoot. G, I let him shoot his lyrics. G, no, listen, G.
All right.
I let him shoot his lyrics. So
my bad.
So So after he finished, I said, "Man, say your ABCs." Man, he looked at me and walked off.
He probably thought you was disrespecting.
No. I that's why I let him.
Come on, man. He know his ABC.
Okay. You think you know?
No, he was just like.
No, he's in that class. He's in that.
Like, man, I'm not even.
Hold on, G. He's in that slow classroom.
He was looking at you like you were corny right now.
Yeah.
No.
And walked away.
Like, he knows his ABCs.
No.
Like who this?
How old is he?
10th grade. Have y'all watched the news? Have y'all watched the news? It's two students that graduated. One had a 3.4 and another had a 3.5. They school in the school district they went to because they can't read after they graduated high school. Come on now, like Theo just told y'all about the prison, the pipeline.
That's fake.
Hold on, the classroom they do it in. The teacher got one of them, like y'all in the Western movies that have the blinders where you change clothes. It's two of them behind there watching movies all day. Yes, so he probably don't know his ABCs. I want to tell you, we see this every day. We live it.
Don't know cursive anymore. I know that's a fact.
Yeah, that's stupid.
They don't know cursive. They don't know how to read a clock like this. I know that.
Hold on, can I'm sorry, I have to just jump in when she said that, and I'm not joking. At work, the clock. Do you know they came in our service bars, took out the clocks, and put the digital clock?
Because they can't see that.
Because there are some people that didn't know how to read a clock. I'm like, what you mean?
Your break was 15 minutes. You've been going out.
Like I'm dead serious.
Oh, the clock. Oh,
I didn't know.
They put the digital clock because they couldn't read the clock.
Yeah.
They
couldn't read rotary.
Yeah.
Reg.
Yes, sir.
Real quick, hold on there, real quick. I want to. I don't want to forget about Miss Gates or Alexis. If you guys want to jump in, please feel free to make your voice heard. But go ahead, Theo. If you guys want to add something, please jump in. Go ahead, Theo, and then we go to Lex. Then we go to Lawana.
Wait, before you guys get started, listen, I got to go film right now, so I'm taking off. But it's been fun. Thank you for having me.
You better be at home.
And I always appreciate you, bro. Appreciate you. Thank you, Slick. Thank you for the conversation. Thank you for adding value to the show, man. Thank you.
Right on. All right, y'all.
Man. Love you, man.
Peace. Love you too. Peace.
Okay,
just real quick,
everybody
say something. Nevada has a law. No kid. Well, the state has
a left behind.
Kids left behind.
Yep. So if you don't know your ABC, they'll move you on.
Shit, they moved me on.
Hold on. I'm sorry, Theo, you cut out. What did you just say?
So that the no kids left behind pipeline to prison. So you can't fill out a job application. So what you gonna do? You're gonna pick up some heat, use the correct word, and you know how to do a robbery from listening to the music, from watching TV, everything. So there's an agenda to affect us as a people because we don't have homes no more.
Yep. And at what point did you learn your ABCs, Theo? Because they kept moving you on. You didn't have to learn them because they know just move them on to the next grade to get him out of the system.
Move them on, right?
Yeah. So I got to stay on that, Jeeks. I didn't interrupt him. I'm like I'm into it. Let him say his whole verse. It affected me, Shay. So I'm looking like he looked at me like I could see his eyes. It wasn't no. He didn't walk away no disappointed.
But wait.
He didn't walk away like this. He distracted me at nothing. He could not. He didn't know his ABC.
But was his lyrics tight though?
I don't listen. I don't even listen to the dudes on the radio right now.
Alexis?
No, hold on. Let me answer. Because all they be talking about, I got my 4-4, I kicked the dough in, I took the dough. That's what they be talking about.
Is that what they still rapping about?
They walked through the hall like this, headphones on.
Look like clowns.
I'm like, we need a rap we need a studio in here. Yeah.
Lex?
All right. So just to clear up some things, right? I don't believe we still have No Child Left Behind. Now, a lot of kids are moving on because after the pandemic, that was just what they did. Like our governor said to keep moving them on. Now we're starting to see that slow down. Like a lot of kids are not moving on to high school if they don't have credits for middle school. Principals are starting to hold them back because it's not doing them any favors. They're getting over there and they're not getting what they need to. So I just want to put that out there. Like there is no child left behind anymore.
Okay, Lex. But how many years can you leave behind? Because you can't have no 25
Lex,
years.
I have a question.
I understand that, but like high schools do not have to take them. It's up to the principal. So that becomes on the parent if they're gonna let their kid be a dropout after middle school. Like they have to put them in summer school. They have to make those credits up.
And they ain't trying to make them up shit.
I mean, especially when it was free. Summer school, I believe this summer they're gonna go back to charging, but
no, it's still free. It's still free.
And Lex,
I think our counselor got something that said they're charging.
No, well, maybe in your area it's still free over where we at.
I don't know.
Lex in the same
I just wanted to say, as a social worker for the school district, over the summer, I was working with CCSD police. I went to a training. I wasn't working with them to start working over the summer to combat gangs. And like they wanted to put social workers out there to help families get resources so they could be informed, because they feel like it's a resource lacking of why we have so many kids joining gangs. I was actually surprised. I didn't know we had that many. And then I was kind of like, I'm good. I don't want to go to any homes with gangbangers and trying to talk to them about getting resources. Like, if they want to rip and run the streets, that's what they want to do. That's fast, easy money. So,
Lex, what grade you social work over? What grade?
I'm a middle school social worker, so 6th, 7th, and 8th.
Okay, so Lex, I'm gonna tell you like this. So you know, I work at a high school. So the ones that go to summer school that need summer school, they walk the hall during regular school and they walk the hallways during summer school. It's like, it's only, what are you doing? You need
right.
Why are you walking the hallways? It's summer school. It ain't like you got a full campus. They don't want it. My man. Y'all see Theo? My man. That's what we missing.
That's the problem.
Is that really the problem?
That straightened me out every time.
You don't think so? You don't think so?
It didn't help me.
Come on now.
It didn't help me.
Hold on. It didn't help you what?
It didn't help me succeed.
You got your ass
through school.
On. Okay,
I got whoopings.
Did you make the same mistake after you got the whooping?
Yes.
Oh,
okay. Let me ask you.
You hard
right. Let me ask you this though. But with that, did you respect your parents?
Yeah, I think I've always respected them, but it didn't help me.
But that's the problem.
No, you don't respect your parents after getting your ass whooped. You don't.
You said you don't respect?
No, you could fear, but you don't respect. I think
I respected my mama.
I respected my parents more as an adult. We could communicate.
Did she, when she told you, they told you this hurt me more than it hurt you when they was doing it? When you got to adult, you understand what they were saying. They don't want
now.
They didn't
not
want
as a kid,
right? They didn't want to do that to you, but to get that point to you.
But then I got mad and angry.
That was all you seen was red, so you couldn't understand what they were saying.
But
don't make that mistake.
But as an adult, you grow up and you get it. You understand.
Oh no, we're best of friends now.
You understand it, but the problem is parents aren't doing that.
Yeah.
So the kids will never have any understanding.
They're just running wild.
They're just and then they're having kids that are just doing whatever.
Yeah.
I don't think you needed all that. Theo, go ahead.
Yeah, you do.
Go ahead.
You need a good butt whooping every now and then.
You need some
a little,
a little
just
tap,
a little
tap,
something.
That shit didn't help me. It didn't keep me out the streets. It didn't keep me from.
But where you at right now?
It didn't teach me from dropping out of college. It didn't teach me from stealing out of college and running from the coast.
You don't hold on. You don't want to mess up DEI. You stole out of Target. You mess up DEI.
But hold on. Let me ask you this.
That's funny.
All your childhood crimes, did you get caught?
Yeah.
Oh, you got caught?
Shay.
Yes.
Shay, let me interrupt.
Go ahead, Theo. Go ahead.
All this stuff happened in Vegas.
Hold on. Shay, let Theo. Go ahead, Theo. Go ahead,
brother. Theo. I hear what you're saying. Man to man, look me in my eyes. Where are you at today? Obviously, it done something to you. Where are you at today, brother? Beautiful wife, beautiful family, beautiful home, created your own business. Where you at today? So stop that, G.
So you think whooping? Oh, let me get on camera for this shit. Hold on. Let me change this camera view.
Nice little
so
tap.
you think getting ass whoopings helped me in somehow, some way?
Spare the rod. It's the new version say spare the rod, spoil the child, but the original version spare the rod. He hated his child. Okay, let's go back to that. And secondly, I'm gonna stay on this same subject. Our kids are dying at an alarming rate because they don't honor thy father and thy mother.
Yeah.
If anything, it may have made me a better father, but it didn't like straighten me up to keep me out of certain situations in my life. You know what I mean? Like, because even when we were talking about No Child Left Behind, a lot of these school, well, they'll push you through, especially if you're an athlete.
Definitely.
You ain't got to do shit.
Yeah.
I seen a basketball player that made it to the NBA. I'm not gonna say his name, put him out there. Shit, he didn't have to do nothing.
He
didn't have to show up.
His class was, and then his class was basket weaving. Go ahead.
Whatever it was.
Yeah,
so they pushed me through high school. It's not that I didn't know what the hell to do. Just like they didn't make me do it. So I'm like, okay, I can just sit back in class like this. Yeah. Is somebody else gonna do the work for me?
Yeah.
But I think you might not. I think it did shape you in a good way.
Ass whoopings.
You just don't know. You
okay.
just don't.
Okay. All right. Okay. I'm gonna go to my son. Because I wasn't about no whoopings. My wife was, but I don't really believe that's what it has made him the young man that he is. And Lawana can correct me on this if she thinks differently.
I got a question for you, brother.
Okay, go ahead.
This is personal. You don't have to answer. You can call me out the air. When you got pushed from, what was that, San Bernardino? Where was you at?
Man, don't
California
me like
Pasadena.
that.
You got pushed to Pasadena because mama couldn't control you and then put the rod on you. She sent you here. But if mama and daddy was in the same household, daddy would have grabbed you by the throat, by the neck. Facts.
Not my dad. I don't think he would have did it.
Okay.
He would have just whooped me. He would have whooped me. He would have whooped me.
Thing.
Huh?
Same
Whooping,
thing.
grab by the throat, same thing.
Same thing. Thank you, Theo.
Hey, Theo, mama gonna whoop you, then I'm gonna tell you, daddy, when you get here, you're gonna get 2 whoopings. You do 2 whoopings, straighten you up.
Hey, Reg, that's why I ain't a thief to this day, because I got 2 of the worst whoopings in my life.
Yes, I tell you about mine too, but off air because I don't what shit.
I do. Okay, and then I was gonna say,
I hear you, G. But I hear you, G.
You guys, it was a balance.
Yeah.
So she was the more of the disciplinarian. How do you say disciplinarian?
Good cop.
Disciplinarian.
Good cop, bad cop.
Yeah.
And made sure the schoolwork was done while you was kicking at Kavanaugh's with Reg over here.
I'm about to. You know what I'm saying? We didn't even second. We got 5 more minutes of this live.
Hey, let me call Mike. Tell me on the way. Mike, get the shots ready, Mike.
Just act like I wasn't doing no father to do this.
But
hey, Shay. I'm gonna send y'all something my daughter sent me on Facebook, and it reminded her, me and her. I took the door off her hinges in her room. Then my wife got into it. Well, she a young girl. She got a bathroom, but you ain't gonna shut the door. You feel what I'm saying? What us men do.
And look, and I'm gonna say this, like Shay, like you were saying, and I appreciated the perfect balance because my mom was more of a fussing, and I hate it. I'm like, oh god damn. Now she didn't have. My mom didn't have to whoop me to mold me. Mm-hmm. She just fuss, and gave us structure. Hey, these are your chores you need to be doing. This you need to be doing. And if it wasn't done, she would just fuss. Yeah.
So you didn't like the fussing. You said you.
I couldn't stand it. So that's why even like
that was a
with Lawana, I get it had to be. It was like a mental shit. It's like damn. And to me, that's Lawana was more like that. Even though she would use the belt also, but she was more of a talker. No, let's get this done. I'm way too laid back. If it was up to me, my kids would probably be like, hey, not doing nothing.
Can I just say this though?
Go ahead.
So you said mama was this, right?
Talking.
That's why you kept doing what you was doing because she really didn't whoop your butt.
Nah, I don't think that what it was.
It's like the kids nowadays. I don't want to say who. They know their parents ain't gonna do nothing. It's just all talk. They ain't gonna do nothing. It's just all talk. She just okay, whatever. I think that's what it is.
I never got a whooping for the same thing.
Dude,
once you whoop me, I ain't doing that no more. I know that's gonna be a whooping. I'm gonna do this.
Yeah. My whoopings nowadays would be called child abuse.
Oh, for sure. I got whooped with everything.
All of ours would have been that way though.
Yeah. I mean, the welts, everything.
Yeah, extension cord, the switches. Yeah.
We used to have a thing where if we're like with our cousins or anything like that, and we all together, we all have to pick a switch, and then my auntie would tie them up.
Damn, y'all got the Brady ones.
and you know what's crazy though is because
but you gonna watch her get beat because you're supposed to be your sister's or your brother's keeper.
Oh wow, well, that's abuse for real.
Shay, let you go. I'm gonna let you go. Then I got something to add to that. Go, you can go ahead.
I know I was gonna say, looking back, because my mother tear that butt up, right? And I remember saying, okay, when I have kids, I'm not gonna. So of course, when I had kids,
leave that on that. Go back.
I did not whoop my kids the way I got whipped, right?
Yeah.
And now I kind of regret it later because I didn't realize until way later that those whoopings, kids need a good whooping.
That whooping ain't changing no mindset. And I'm gonna let you go, Red. That ain't changing no mindset. That's not changing direction. I don't believe.
But I feel like it's kind of like you know I'm not gonna do this because you don't want to get that butt.
You know you know what that's passed down behavior, right?
Slave.
No,
we gonna whoop them to correct them.
Mm-hmm. Slave.
Now I will say.
So how come Theo ain't going talking about that?
Well, let me get mine first. Let me get mine.
Go.
I ain't gonna.
So hold on, Theo, hold on. Like Courtney said, whooping ain't the only form of correction.
It's not.
So my wife, she didn't spank her kids, but it hit me later on in years. So when she just talked to them, they start crying. I'm looking like, but I got it later on. They didn't want to disappoint their mama.
Mm-hmm.
So they didn't need the spanking, but that was enough. All of them crying. I'm looking, I'm like, oh, these mother crying for real, but they didn't need no whooping. They was good. They was good kids.
But see, I was gonna say, I think it just depends on the child, as well, because you have that one child that's just gonna act up no matter how many butt whoopings
He right there,
or whatever.
Yeah, he
didn't get whoopings.
He just said he did.
Pops didn't whoop me. I did get whoopings.
I saw that one whooping.
Okay, but I got it. First of all, you didn't see it.
You might have heard it.
Well, I heard it.
She didn't even hear it.
No, I didn't hear
that was just you putting the extras on it.
No,
so you
she didn't hear it. It was in the
so
garage.
real fast. So what you said? So my mom was like, if she whipped somebody else, you better move because she gonna get you. Oh, I remember when you said. So we was.
But then,
if somebody else getting whooped, you gonna get.
No, I got whoopings.
But then my man, I hear his story. His mother was the one that she's gonna throw like a pot at you, and if it hit you, it hit you. If it busts you in the head or that ashtray.
Now my granny was cold. She gave me the belt and told me to think about it, and she's gonna come in and beat my ass. And I would cry myself to sleep. She never came and she never beat me.
No one.
And look, and real quick, I'm gonna say something. Then I want to go to the pen. I want to go to Alexis or Luana. Yes, I got whoopings. I got the switch. Go get your. I had to go get my own switch. My grandmother and my mom. Come on now.
Okay, whose whooping was worse?
The switch.
But no, who's whooping from which parent, grandparent, parent? Did you fear the most?
What no fear? I can't remember no fear. I don't remember that. I don't remember fear.
I'm
pretty sure it was there.
I'm
pretty sure it was there. I'm pretty sure it was fear there back then. Right now, I just can't. I just can't remember. Lex, you have anything to add?
I believe that you can definitely correct bad behavior with talking and through, I guess, like behavior modification.
I forgot I got my psychologist here. I forgot.
I also believe that
psychologist.
That like you can also definitely model the behavior that you want them to take on. I also think a lot of parents, especially Black parents, they're just not really involved. And then, I mean, with discipline or anything, like when a school calls to be like, hey, your child's acting up, they're rarely there to like help set that course straight, but they'll make it to basketball games, football games. But when it comes to academics and behaviors, they check out.
Good point.
You're preaching.
Let me add on to that. At the school I'm at,
hold on, I don't know if she was finished.
It's the same real quick.
I'm
so
not
she's 100% right. G. Well, they call a parent. I hear it. I dropped my child off to you. What you calling me for? I'm at work.
Right. They think you the babysitters.
But that's old school parents. They mean whoop them.
No, that's the new parents right now. That's what they say when they're doing bad at school. They call.
But does that mean you can whoop them though?
No.
That ain't what I'm saying. I'm saying that's how the parent is. That's how the parent is.
It was a joke.
I know that.
Yeah. The parents saying.
Lex, go ahead. Lex, go ahead and finish up. Lex, if you weren't finished, and then we go to Luana. We about to close this out at 7:30. We about to bounce.
Yeah, we're gonna.
So I guess that's where I feel like it has to start. There has to be an intentional relationship with your child. I think to have the effect that Reg was talking about, where like they don't want to disappoint you, so they want to do better. If that's not there, like y'all said, social media, the streets, that's what's raising these kids. It's not parents.
Luana, you want to piggyback or add something to that?
Lex didn't go get no switch. She ran.
She was thinking.
No, I heard Lex was the one that didn't get the whoopings. Like she was
her grandmother used to tell Lex, go, well, you can tell a story, baby.
To go get a switch. Lex would play out there till my mama came home. Lex did never come back with no switch.
That's crazy talk. Why am I bringing in a switch to get whooped? No.
But I can see that's not putting the switch in.
I used to go get the littlest one, so it's gonna break.
Right.
She's like, no, that ain't it. I'm gonna go get another one.
But were you ever checked with that? Like, you know, this is not the right one.
Yeah.
Go back and get another one.
Oh yeah, go get another one. You bring.
But I will say, my middle child. Ooh, he was. See, you already know that middle child of mine was just. He had that, like he didn't fear. He wasn't scared. Like I'm gonna whoop you, and he would be like this, like here's the belt, you know. But he turned out to be a really good young man.
That was a psychology thing. He was tricking you. He was that was reverse psychology.
That was my. I'm for real.
That was some reverse psychology.
He was off the chain, but he turned out to be really good.
Yeah.
Yeah, most definitely. Theo, you wanted to add something before we close out because we about to get up out of here.
I'm gonna take it left a little bit, but I'm gonna say this about the whooping. My mama will always say, if you don't listen to me, you're gonna listen to the police. So listen to the police mean the penitentiary, which means I'm taking you back to 1979 when I was born in 73, watching penitentiary, watching Jeannie get beat up because he sat down. He sat down. He didn't sit down to pee. So that was psychologically damaged to me as a child.
Right.
But now in this new era, these kids ain't scared to go to the joint because they already flip-flop before they walk in. I know I took it left.
They think it's cool. They think it's cool.
It's a strike. It's a strike.
They think it's cool.
Shots fired.
But can you not do that with that belt around your neck, please?
It's a strike. To get locked up. Let me try to change.
No, you missed what he said.
Solo.
You missed what he said, G.
No, I heard exactly what he said.
Bars, but
I heard what he said.
They already flip flopping. So going.
Yeah. Oh no. So this ain't no thing. They going in. It is.
That's fun.
No.
But we want to.
I said that's fun. I know exactly what he was saying. I overstood.
Overstood.
Yeah.
I'm still in that overstood.
Yeah.
Yes. Don't steal that, Red.
Overstood. Overstood.
Don't steal that. But anyway, we didn't get to a few topics that we wanted to talk about, but we've been going an hour and a half. You know how we can get them rambling. We didn't get to the big U thing. I did want to talk about that and all that, but we didn't get to it. Maybe me and Theo, maybe we need to get on that one, the whole big U situation, and do another live, maybe on Friday or Saturday or something to talk about that whole situation and the whole extortion and all that bullshit and why black folks can't just do it legal. You got if you got the resources in them, just do it legal. Just go legal. Why you always got to go back to the streets? The feds is watching.
I'm interested. What happened?
Why do we? Okay, we'll be for another hour. Shit. Okay. Because you from LA, you should know who Big U is.
Okay. Oh,
you got about checking in when you come to somebody's city.
But it's
I don't know about.
The feds have swooped in.
It's a whole criminal.
Tax evasion, RICO.
Whoa!
It's a whole criminal enterprise, but we
industry,
get
right?
that.
Whole rap,
it's not the whole.
But they started in LA. They hit LA right now already.
This happened on today.
Yeah.
On today. That's my church lady talk. It happened on today.
Yes, ma'am.
I caught myself saying that shit on the phone.
What you said, G?
On today.
Where did you get that from?
I saw something I was reading like
today. On the church or on on today, you know.
Oh,
but anyway,
so next week.
Until next week, man, we're gonna jump in. We want to thank our panelists. We want to thank Alexis. We want to thank Luana. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you.
Cassandra, I know you had the camera slip. We had to get you out of here. She had a camera slip. Y'all didn't even see it.
I'm gonna go back and watch it.
Yeah, her t-shirt.
Right,
go watch it.
She had the Janet Jackson thing.
Did she?
Yeah.
Thank you, 1-5 for checking in.
Did she?
No. No, she ain't playing. No, she no.
I'm not.
1-5, our champ boxer checked in.
Oh yeah, that's right. 1-5.
Yeah.
Aaron, at 1-5. Thank you for checking in. We appreciate the support.
Thank you.
Courtney, as usual, thank you for becoming a regular. I'm about to sneeze right now. Damn, somebody close.
Look at the light. Look at the light.
What'd that do? That stop me from sneezing? I ain't never heard that shit.
But did you sneeze?
Nah, because I'm fighting it. I fight my sneezes. I'm like, let me fight it. Until next week, you guys, go ahead. Shoot, spit.
All right, next week, man, I want to come in the studio. That's March the 26th. And if anybody listening, April the 2nd, we'll do a giveaway about something that happened.
Can I just say, I have to put in my my EDO right now.
For what date?
For the 2nd. I won't be here.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna miss that.
And I won't be here next week, so you got this seat.
Ooh.
I gotta be in
That's
LA.
my
For
you when you leave, you get replaced. You know that, Jess Hilarious.
Next, we didn't get there. We didn't get there. I wanted to talk about that.
First of all, it's called less hilarious. He called it less. Yeah, but I got ATM for you next week. So he already talked to him. Yeah, I already talked to that seat.
Yeah. Theo.
Oh, he said. Oh, you said 20.
No, Theo's coming next week.
Oh, Theo next week. Okay,
Yeah.
okay. Then you the second.
And then on the second, I
Okay.
won't be here.
Okay, I get ATM on the
So,
second.
but EDO, is that note this? So I don't want to get no demerits.
And an employee of the where is the next?
I have to go to my 20 year.
The liquor rep. I'm talking. When's the next liquor rep? You supposed to have the date for
Okay,
today.
can we?
We'll do that offline.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
We're gonna have some.
Theo, don't hang up.
Have some people.
Don't hang up Theo.
Around.
Don't hang up.
Okay.
Because we need to talk about that.
We're folks. Love
All
y'all.
right, until
Theo,
next week, man.
Theo, apologize right now.
About what?
I'm sorry, Randy.
Thank you. My name is Ashley.
Oh,
Pacific Coast Highway.
Me and you see at y'all Kavanaugh's in 10 minutes.
Pacific Coast Highway.
I'm going to
go down the street.
Theo.
Yes, ma'am.
You want somewhere free?
Yes, ma'am.
We was together. I thought Maki Dada, right?
I'm sorry, Ash. I'm
Thank
sorry,
you.
Ash.
Oh, and
It's okay. I realize it's some hate.
I'm turning all their mics down because they just yelling over top of each other. Theo, look, they can look. Y'all sending little love signals and shit. What is y'all doing? Kicking all y'all off the stream. I turned all their mics down. I'm the only one they can out here. Thank you guys for joining us, man. They can hear you, Theo. They can't. We just can't hear them. I can hear you.
Hey, hey, April the 2nd, we're gonna do a $50 Cash App giveaway.
Okay.
For what date?
April the 2nd.
Because you're right, we haven't gave away anything in a while. We got to get back to that. But I need a producer. Like I say, if any producers out there, podcast producers, I need some help. If y'all can just help me, I pray y'all can send. If the God, Hindu, Allah, whoever it is, send me a producer so you help me do this shit. But until next week,
welcome to Vegas
my bad.
The show
God
where we
damn, that
engage
killed
in
my
healthy debate on a wide array of topics, ranging from entrepreneurship,
Theo, stay on, bro.
relationships, current events, true.